Welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rockets will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ball State's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Kelly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Gleason. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rockets are on the move.
13. And 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. 1st drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Ashley. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And to use that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Rockets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Gleason. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
21-yard line. Good enough.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ball State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here's the return from inside his 10. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Gleason. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit the half. So let's say it. Mental errors have led to turnovers and sloppy penalties. Both teams have left points on the field, and as a result, we are where we are. Gotta believe the offensive coordinators on each side are rethinking their approaches for the second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Rockets will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touchdown, Toledo! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rockets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Did the work himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
22-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets it past the marker. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Back to throw. It's Gleason. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 4 quarter's not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wants to go up top on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The inside handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Taking it the other way. He's at the top. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. But where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game. Decided in overtime. Crushing loss.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.